Hey guys, welcome to part 3 of my rankings. Now, if you're already familiar with what it is I'm doing, I'm ranking all of the comic books that I've collected over the years. But, right now we're starting at 49. So, number 49, Wolverine Weapon X. Wolverine is my favourite Marvel character, and he has been since I fell in love with the X-Men movies. And how amazing Hugh Jackman's performance as Wolverine is. The artwork is incredibly sophisticated and it's intelligently written, and it definitely makes me think of several other comic books like this that were in the day and age that it was made, and the ones that I missed out on collecting. But I've got to admit, it was a fairly slow read. Some of it was a bit blank in spaces, and the other parts of it were nothing but mindless violence. I mean, I know Wolverine has berserker rages, but come on. That's not all he is. Alright, number 48. DC Universe Rebirth, Red Hood and the Outlaws, Volume 1, Dark Trinity. Now that Red Hood has become a more popular character in the DC Comics, he's now part of his own team, being the Outlaws, with characters like him and Artemis and Bizarro as well. I thought this one was an interesting read as well, as it's something a bit different from what I normally buy. But I have to say, it's definitely was worth a read, and I did like seeing how people of very opposite descriptions work together. Alright, number 47, Doctor Strange, Blood in the Ether. This was actually my first Doctor Strange comic book. And every time that I just read a comic book that he's in, I instantly have to think of Benedict Cumberbatch. He's Doctor Strange anyway. But in point of it, this kind of confused me. As different things are going on, there's all different events happening, but it was definitely full of enough action to satisfy any lover of magic. Not only that, it also satisfied all Doctor Strange fans with a very good read. Number 46, Avengers Mythos. This one doesn't exactly have one set story to it. Instead, it splits it up and shows origins of Ant-Man and the Wasp, Thor, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, and Luke Cage, or Power Man. But I did very much like seeing all the different origins of some of the most well-known members of the Avengers. Not only that, but, oh yeah, it also gives Vision's origins as well. And Captain America's, I think. Yeah. Hulk's too. But while it is key to any Avengers fan's knowledge of their favourite heroes, I'll admit that there were parts of it that I didn't think were key to their origins, key to what happens to them in their careers as superheroes. Number 45, Venom, Lethal Protector, Blood in the Water. Like I already said yesterday, I am a huge Venom fan, and I just can't get enough of him. But honestly, the artwork is very uniquely done, and we see the return of several fan favourites, obviously Venom, the Kingpin, and Kraven the Hunter. But in all honesty, this was probably one of the weaker Venom storylines that I've read. Although by the looks of the cover, you'd expect him to be going up against like the Sinister Six or something. But I will be frank, it is definitely worth a read if you're up for something new in a Venom comic book. Number 44, New 52 Wonder Woman, Volume 1, Blood. Quite simple, just blood. This is actually my first Wonder Woman comic book, and it definitely shows you a new side to Diana, and how she handles being an Amazon princess and a member of the Justice League as well. But in fairness, it also showed a more violent side to her, which is a good idea since she's a unique fighter and an extremely, well, aggressive woman when she needs to be. But I will say that parts of it were a tiny bit confusing, and not only that, but some of it did stray from the original storyline. Number 43, DC Universe Rebirth Titans Volume 2, Made in Manhattan. Now, I'm saying this because I actually want to spare you all the pain. Don't bother watching the Titans series. It was so unbelievably terrible. But go ahead and read the comic books. I'm all for it. Seeing a new version of the Titans compared to the Teen Titans TV series, the cartoon, not Teen Titans Go, don't even bother. But seeing Nightwing and Kid Flash, Wonder Girl, Aqualad, and so on. We also see a few fan favourites come back as well, such as Bumblebee and Mammoth, Simon. It does keep any Titans fan on their toes throughout the whole thing. But I didn't actually think this was as good as the first issue, which I liked more. Number 42, New Suicide Squad Volume 1, Pure Insanity. Now, I'm a big fan of the Suicide Squad, and I initially picked this one up because of who was featured in it, being Deathstroke, Black Manta, Deadshot, Harley, all of that. But we did see a few newer additions to the Suicide Squad, being Joker's daughter and the New 52 Reverse Flash. We also did see several of them stay as part of the squad as well, being Harley and Deadshot. But I will say that it got a little drafted. It disappeared from the storyline, from the original storyline, but it's entertaining to say the least. I very much like reading it. Number 41, Planet Hulk Warzone. I'm a big Hulk fan as well, and I have to say this was a very, very interesting storyline. It's basically like Marvel's What If storyline. Seeing a different version of the Hulk in general, seeing a different Marvel world. Like seeing Captain America look more like a gladiator, and Hulk looks like he's an explorer. And he has Devil Dinosaur with him, which is really cool. Wish I had a dinosaur. But I think the storyline moved a little too fast. It's like it was itching to get towards the end. Alright. Number 40. SpiderMan. Not Spider-Man, Spider-Men. Since it features Peter Parker and Miles Morales. Putting two iconic Marvel characters and seeing how they go together. As we've already seen before, they go perfectly well. Now, as the usual goes, these two meet after Miles's Peter Parker and his world is dead, and in comes another Peter Parker from Earth 616. But we also see how people are managing the death of Peter Parker, especially Aunt May and Gwen Stacy. It's definitely worth the read, and it's like we see a whole new world of the Avengers and S.H.I.E.L.D. and everything like that. But I will say, definitely try and find this one. I do very much recommend it. Alright guys, that's it for today. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll come back tomorrow to give you more rankings. And comment what you think down below as well. See you guys.